You can walk over boxes in this level. They just won't break. It's great. The perfect thing you need, like, you know, an hour into a run. So one of these hogs, this one right here, yeah, that jump is very, like, way tighter than it should be.
I think that was the nasty box, right? Yeah. So that, I think it's the third box there. You can just walk over it and nothing happens. Then you just have to leave the level.
Bonjour tout le monde, bon matin. Je suis Grinck, c'est juste pour vous prévenir que effectivement on a lancé le stream, mais on commencera le restream d'ici une vingtaine de minutes à la fin de cette run de Crash Bandicoot. C'est juste qu'on a lancé la machine pour gagner un petit peu de temps. Voilà, à tout à l'heure.
So all the way back to upstream now. Sadly. I don't know why I was just holding left and it just wasn't moving. I was like, okay.
Don't break my controller.
I think I have. I'm sorry, Joe. So this level is not gonna be as interesting as it is in the first visit. Just straightforward. We just ride the gem across and everything.
So we can maybe explain how the skip would have worked as we get to the sections that would have had it. So under this bridge is there's one box, and so what Rex was doing earlier in the run was trying to submarine jump and break it with the third mask form, and then would have to get out of bounds later in the level, which is
like
extremely hard. You can jump into the scenery on the left side of the level there and climb up it, kind of like how you did in Cortex Power, and then walk along the top of the scenery to get to this part of the level. Because there's two boxes hidden back here that you have to get, so. There we go.
Rolling Stones now. So we're just going for all those levels at the start of the game that we couldn't get the boxes in.
Yeah, so I think there's 9 levels that you're supposed to have to come back to, but if with all the skips, I think you only have to come back to 4 or 5. I think five might be right, because you skip Jungle Rollers, Great Gate, Upstream, and Cortex Power. So. It's really easy to get hit by the expanding TNT hitbox there and just go flying into a pit and die, so a bit of a scary moment there.
It also just lags the game a lot.
That'll for a spin timer or something.
So yeah, here's the blue gem. We don't need to write it down, we just need to touch it to remove the death plane.
This jump actually, jumping off of this gem and not dying is deceptively hard. Like that jump is actually not that easy, even though it's exactly what you have to do.
The hitbox on the roller is larger than you would expect, so it can just like bounce you off. Whoop.
Oh, hello.
More levels.
This is this again, we mentioned this earlier, this is a scary level. This is one of the harder levels. And it's even harder now that you have to actually get all the boxes, so.
What are you doing? Go up. Yeah, those things are great because if you touch them, they just stay there. They just don't move.
You can abuse like spin invincibility to get past them sometimes, but yeah, then other times they don't do that.
I'm gonna have to I'm just gonna wait here. My cycle is very strange, so I'm just. Actually gonna grab the safety mask up here as well. Just don't trust this level right now.
Especially in this section, mask is really nice to have.
Red gem platform here. Climb up into the sky. Up and fall back down. What am I doing? Get up. Alright, so there is that box there, but no real point breaking it on the first way through because we have to go all the way back down anyway. Cool. That.
It was reasonably. Sometimes you just like will bonk on boxes there and just break them one at a time and get annoyed. Got stuck on the scenery there. That would have been really bad.
Alright, do not miss this box. There you go.
There we go. I think only one more level, right?
Yeah, just boulder dash. And then we have a quote-unquote level called the Great Hall, which is like 2 seconds long, but it counts, I guess.
So what Rex is going to try and do in this level, in the last boulder section, is the gem to take you to the secret path in this level takes you actually back towards the boulder and then down. And if it takes you into if you ride it into the boulder will kill you. So what Rex is going to try and do is zigzag hard enough to get far enough ahead of the boulder so that he doesn't have to wait for the boulder to crash into the end of the level and then fall down before jumping on the gem. This requires reasonably good zigzag. And you can usually tell if you can make it or not just based on where the boulder is, and based on a lot of experience, so.
Didn't even know I had a mask there. I'm glad I did.
It was the extra mask you grabbed, actually.
Oh yeah, it's all worth it.
Just thinking ahead.
Should be good for this boulder skip. It is like always nerve-wracking because you just have to wait. You like ride the platform down and the boulder's like slowly inching towards you.
This looks pretty good.
Oh.
Oh. That was close. So actually down here, you have to be careful. If you hold X on these bouncy boxes, you'll actually hit the death plane from below and die. So you have to be pretty careful to not go too high there on accident.
Alright.
114.
Oh yeah, wow, that's not bad.
Indiana Jones has nothing on Rex.
Here it comes. And 100.
Hey!
So time comes up pretty soon at the end of Great Hall, which is about 20 seconds long. One right here.
You want to do the honors?
You can do it.
Alrighty.
I still have to play the game. I've died here before on PB pace. It's great.
It's the
I
great
would
hall.
recommend it, yep. Sometimes you just zigzag too far to one side and die here. Alright, so get ready on time, Jim. As soon as Crash stops. There we go. So yeah, that's Crash 1 100%. Underestimate, luckily. But you can see like a Def and Sun Service or anything could have put that up like 5 more minutes and made it quite close. So I'm glad it didn't, and yeah, I'm quite happy with that.
Yeah. Shoutouts to Rex for filling in on this in the marathon like semi last minute. This got put in the schedule only like a couple weeks ago, so shoutouts to him for putting this together for us all. And if you want to learn this game, go to speedrun.com/crash1, join the Discord, and ask a bunch of questions and do a bunch of zigzags.
Yeah. Spasm your thumb on the controller for an hour. It's a good workout. Not much else to add though.
Yeah, I think that's about it.
This little end cutscene. Oh yeah, twins soon.
Yeah, more Crash action on Stream 2 in like an hour.
Yeah.
So don't miss that, because it'll be just as epic as this was, I'm sure.
I have no doubt about that. Thank you, Rexy. Thank you, Joester98. It was an amazing run. And next up, we're gonna have Final Fantasy 13 Lightning Returns. So don't go anywhere and donate towards the End Boss incentive. So, intermission time.